Hey guys, Saki here from sakitech, and in today's video I want to have a quick conversation about the Samsung Galaxy Note 7, which is sitting right next to me in silver color. It's a fantastic phone, and the question is the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 the perfect smartphone? And we know the answer: no, it is not. And there's a reason for that answer, and the reason I'm going to reveal in a little bit. But what I could tell you is the Note 7 is in fact the closest thing to the perfect smartphone in existence right now. And I will give you 5 reasons why I think so. So the first reason is the fact that this thing is water resistant. It's rated at IP68, which means you can take this phone, you can submerge it into water up to 5 foot for 30 minutes and you get no water damage. So basically, just to think of an extreme scenario, you can actually take this phone with you when you dive into the ocean, and you can explore the ocean with the phone in hand, and it's going to be fully functional. So as you're underwater, you can take photos, and you can even pull out the S Pen, okay, as you're underwater and take notes. That's fantastic. I mean, I don't think a lot of people are going to do that, but that's a possibility with this phone. You can go deep diving, well, 5 foot deep diving, and you can explore the ocean, you can take pictures, and you can take notes if you want to. So water resistance is the one reason that I would think this phone is very close to being a perfect smartphone. The number 2 reason is, and this is not something that we're going to be using a lot, but it is a new technology that you see in a phone, maybe not for the first time, but for the first time in the most perfect way, which is the iris scanner. So basically, you can use your eyes to unlock the phone. What it does is it's got a camera up here, it's got an eye scanner and an LED light for the for lightening the eye, and it scans the contours of your eye. It saves the signature, the eye signature, into the phone. So every time you want to unlock the phone, you can look in the camera. It double checks the iris with what it has on the memory, and it verifies that, unlocks the phone, and you're in. That's fantastic. So you've got water resistance and iris scanning technology in this phone, which are 2 amazing features. Number 3, of course, which should really be the number 1 thing because it's the most useful. Number 3 is S Pen. I don't know how long you've been following my channel, but if you look through my channel, I have been mesmerized by the S Pen. You know, it's not just a stylus. You don't just pull it out and you navigate the phone with it. You can take the stylus and you can start to write as if you were writing on a piece of paper. Or if you want to sketch something, if you want to draw something, you can start to draw very precisely and even create a masterpiece if you have the patience. Now, I'm not an artist, I don't have that patience, but I've seen people on YouTube and elsewhere actually use the S Pen to draw very precise masterpiece. And that's not the end of the story. So with the S Pen, you can navigate the phone fully. So if you have gloves, you can just use the S Pen, right, to navigate the phone, which is already a plus, it's a benefit. Again, you can sketch, you can write realistically. And number 3, the S Pen adds functionality to your phone. You get the Air Command menu, and Air Command menu is very, very useful. You know, you can choose a specific area of the screen on your phone, and you can take a screenshot. You can take a full screenshot. You can take notations. It's just amazing. The S Pen functionality, the functionality that it adds in the form of Air Command is just fantastic. Plus, you've got other things going on with the S Pen. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description below to a video that I made that goes into full details of everything you can do with the S Pen, just so you guys can see it. So again, navigate the phone, sketch or write realistically, and also S Pen functions that enhance the use of the phone considerably. So that's number 3, the S Pen. And number 4, the damn thing is a marvel in design. You know, you've got this beautiful construction. You've got glass on the front, glass on the back, and you've got a metal trim around the edges, and you even have the curved edges on the front and the back, which makes sure the phone sits in your hand beautifully, and you can just feel that glass and metal in your hand. Now, of course, I recommend a case because if you drop this thing, it's not going to be good. But ignoring that fact for a minute, this phone is just beautiful. Okay, I mean, like I said, glass on the front, glass on the back, super shiny, beautiful metal trim around the edges. You've got the curved edges, and it's just I mean, you've seen the pictures, you've seen the videos. There's no question that this phone is one of the best looking phones on the market. And if I'm going to spend $800 or more on a smartphone, it better be good looking, and it better be very good looking, not just okay looking. It just has to be very, very good. And finally, number 5, the reason I think this phone is very close to being a smartphone is it has expandable storage. Now, when you bought the Note 5, it was a beautiful, gorgeous phone. It has the S Pen, does not have water resistance, but it still was a gorgeous phone and it has great functionality. But suddenly, you don't have the SD expansion. So all the music, all the pictures, all the movies, you would have to fit in on the existing limited storage capacity. With this guy, that problem is gone. So when you buy the phone, you get 64 gigabytes internal storage. And of course, you can expand another additional 256 gigabytes via the SD expansion slot. So that's absolutely amazing. And on top of that, I'm going to just bundle this in number 5. You've got the USB Type-C connector, which is the latest technology. So there's nothing wrong with having the latest technology on your smartphone. So those are the top 5 reasons why I think the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 is a phone very, very close to being perfect. Now, there's one reason, there's one thing I think that is holding this phone back from being perfect. And I already mentioned it indirectly. It was in number 4. We were talking about the nice, beautiful build, but as I said, you should put a case on it. Because if you don't put the case and it drops on the floor, it's going to shatter or crack, depending on where it drops. Now, if it drops on the carpet, you're going to be fine. If it drops on wood, you might be fine. But if it drops on concrete, it is going to either shatter or you're going to get a nasty line on it, which nobody likes. So just think about this for a minute. You've got this beautiful phone. I paid over $800 for this phone. And the reason I paid that partially was because of how gorgeous this phone is. You know, the S7 was gorgeous, S7 Edge is even more gorgeous, and the Note 7 now is just as gorgeous as the S7 Edge. And that's fantastic, and that's partially the reason I paid for this phone. However, I have to now go out and buy a case to protect it. And what that's going to do is going to hide the true beauty of this phone. Imagine if I went out there and I bought a Ferrari. Do you think I'm going to buy a case and cover up my Ferrari? I'm not going to do that because I want it to look gorgeous. It's designed to be gorgeous. I want it to show, right? I want that beauty to show everywhere I go. And to be honest, I feel the same way about my smartphones. So when I have to cover up my smartphones, I feel like I'm losing something very important. So to make this phone perfect, I wish somebody is able to come up with some kind of material which is going to be just as pretty, just as shiny, but when you drop it, it doesn't shatter, nor does it scratch. So durability is great, and I love durability. You know, these phones are very durable these days, but I'm looking for complete and utter shatter and scratch proofness. Okay, I'm not looking for resistance, I'm looking for shatter proof, and I'm looking for scratch proof, period. Now, if this phone had that, it would be the perfect smartphone as far as I can tell. I'm sure there's people out there that have more enlightened ideas, and that's why I want you guys to think about this and drop a comment below and share what would make a smartphone perfect for you, and how close do you think the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 is to achieving that perfection. Maybe you have other points that you want to highlight and other defects that you want to add. Hey, if this phone had this, it would be perfect. Just let me know in the comments below. But again, the Note 7 is an amazing phone. It's probably the best phone on the market right now, the phone that is most close to perfection. So let me know if you agree with that or disagree, and if you disagree, let me know why. Just give me some details. I like to look at detailed comments as opposed to Android sucks, iPhone is the best, and little comments like that just don't attract me anymore. So just give me some details and have a fantastic day. I'll see you the next time.